Welcome back to Viewer's Choice
Yes.
2013.
Welcome back.
Real people power. Free your mind.
This is Viewer's Choice 2013.
I am Tony D. This is Ernie Mac.
What's up?
And we're here to actually do something special for the new recruits going into the military. Last night we had more of the comedy style of it all. Tonight is going to be more of a serious side of them all. Okay? When you get ready to go in the military, you can be in many situations. Some people, they're homeless. You've done something in your past and you left home, right? And you set up shop in the woods, okay? And as you're in the woods, you're eating a little bit from like 7-Eleven and stuff like that. You know, just trying to get by. What you got? And you meet somebody and he starts talking to you more, or you meet a certain person, and this person happened to be a recruiter from the Army, and he tells you a little bit of what the Army can do for you, such as give you free quarters, free places to live, because the military pays for that. He'll let you know about the thing that he could do for your future, give you a career, something you can have a foundation and stand on to move forward on. How if you have a family, there's the family readiness plan that can help you out in your family, and if you have family issues, can help you out. Tuition assistance, and then your MGI Bill, which pays for your college, so you get an education while you're in the military. And you know, a lot of other things that's really good to help a person out. So when you finally make the decision, this person has been helping you out here and there, and you're like, okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and go into the Army. So you go into the recruiting station, and you hear a little bit more. You see the jobs that they have, which the military has tons of jobs you can choose from. You know, they have a lot of things. Now, based on the job you want, you have to score a certain percentage on your ASVAB test. Your ASVAB is your military aptitude test. It shows what you're good at and where you'd be most likely to fit the best in as your career. Okay? And the higher you score, the more jobs you can choose from to actually have. So you choose the job you want, and the recruiter goes into a little bit more detail. Such as like human resources. You're building up your career in the admin field. You're learning things in programs, softwares, and everything that really helps in the civilian world. And they're there to help you through it and to teach you about the recruiting process, not the recruiting process, but of what you can do in the military or in the Army. You know, it's great for people who have nothing else to do. Say you're a 18-year-old coming out of high school and you want a career, but you can't afford college, which that happens to a lot of people. They can't afford college. So once you go into the recruiters and they let you know what you can do and what the Army can do for you, or Marines can do for you, or Navy, or whatever you may be going into, this is more pointing towards the Army. I'll be honest, it's towards the Army. What they can do for you to build you into that career. You know, like me, when I first initially went in, I was a combat engineer. I built bridges and I also destroyed bridges, EOD. I got to blow up stuff and I got paid to do it.
That's fun.
Yeah, you know.
I love to get paid to blow up shit. Stuff.
And then, you have a choice after a couple of years. You can choose a new career path in the military. So I decided to it's called reclassification. You go to a new school, they put you in a new school, and you learn a new trait that you want to do. So I switched over to supply. You know, logistics. I got to learn the supply system, ordering, what's needed for certain companies, units, quarters, you know. Quarters is your living place. If you didn't know.
I knew that. I know a little bit.
Okay. So, yeah. So, So you learn that, and then I decided, well, I want to be human resources. That's my ultimate goal, 42 Alpha. So I went ahead and I reclassed it to the 42 Alpha field, and it gave me even more. So now here I am. I have all this experience behind me. Military did me justice. And if it wasn't for my recruiter, I wouldn't have known anything. Nor if it was for your recruiters out there who's teaching you right now, they're there to help you and guide you into a field that you're going to be successful at. You know? So you're done at the recruiting station now. You go to MEPS, you take your ASVAB, you take your physical, you take your UA. Everything's checked out on. You get your orders, the training units you're going to be in. Like the big ones, Fort Leonard Wood, Belvoir. I think Belvoir's a training site. Fort Knox, Kentucky. They're big training bases. That's what they do, is train. So then you go ahead and you go over to your training. This is when you meet the other part of the process that's going to build you into the soldier that you're going to be. You meet your drill instructors. Okay? People, your drill instructors are there to help you. You might think they're there to put you down in the beginning, because then the first phase is red phase, so it's completely locked down. You have no rights, basically. You have to do what they say to do at all times. They're doing this for a reason. It's called breaking you down. Now listen, you might be the scrawniest guy going in there, but 10 to 1, by the time you come out, you're going to be the biggest guy. You're going to build that muscle mass from all the PT, exercising, and everything you do in boot camp. And boot camp, to me, is a fun thing, because you get to do things that you haven't done before and push yourself to the limits that you thought was impossible. And your recruiters are there, not your recruiters, your drill sergeants are there to help you through this process. So in red phrase, they're breaking you down, getting you used to the Army way, or the military way if you're going into a different branch and you're watching this. To break you down into their structure. Next comes the white phase. The white phase, you get to do a lot of cool things. Where else can you fire a weapon and learn these weapons, and you do it on a daily basis for like a week?
Fun.
You know, grenades. The fun, people don't like this part, but the CS chamber.
What is that?
It's a gas chamber.
Oh.
You get CS gas. You go in there with your gas mask on, then they tell you to break the seal up. You look it up. And then they tell you to either sing something or say something so you can inhale the gas. So you get a taste of what it is. Then they tell you to go out, you go out another side, and that's when you have the after effect. They do the same thing for corrections officers too. You have to get CS, but after you get CS gas, you get mace.
What is CS gas?
I'll be honest, I forgot exactly what it is, but it's a pretty powerful gas, but it just attacks the immune system.
So it's not like meant to knock you out. It's just like
no, you like throw up, your eyes burn, your nostrils flare.
Oh, it sounds like loads of fun.
And then by the meantime you have to walk it off. It's not good to lean over when you're doing it. But they're teaching you these things to build you up until you ever come into a situation where you're ever exposed. So then you go through that phase. It gets better after this because your recruiters they're teaching you, guiding you through it. Like some of the things that I said, I have to make a correction here from last night, okay? Last night I said, what are you, a slow motherfucker? That's what my drill sergeant said to me when I was zeroing, right? And I said, yes, right? But when I didn't finish the topic, though. What happened after that? He said, I'm sorry. He said, I'm sorry, let me teach you how to do that properly. So he taught me how to zero the weapon, okay? Then I went out to the range and I have hit expert ever since. Just for him taking that extra time to teach me. So they're there to teach you to be a soldier. Something better than what you thought you could ever be. And then it goes on and on and on. You go through your different phases. You're getting ready for graduation. And I'll tell you what, some of the people some drill sergeants will pick the weakest person so they can build him into the strongest soldier. They can mold him into the strongest soldier. Recruiters, they do their part by letting us know what to expect. Okay? The drill sergeants teach us what we need to know as a soldier. These guys take the time out, both of them. Recruiters and drill sergeants take the time out of their days, and they pull anywhere from 12 to 16 hours a day helping recruits and training recruits. I give them a mad shout out for what they do. The Willingboro recruiting station in New Jersey, they really take the time on their soldiers and they help them out and they teach them and tell them what to expect, and they teach them and tell them the jobs and stuff that are available and the things they can do with the schooling. And
now, was this before or after beating him down?
The recruiters don't beat them down. That's
that's the drill instructors.
No, the drill sergeants are there. They will give you front back goes and stuff like that. That's because they're trying to build you up. You think it's bad at that time when you're getting mad, but when you go take that PT test at the end, you're almost maxing it out because all the stuff you've been through the whole entire process. The marching, the night infantry course is awesome. You go out there, you have explosions over your head, you're going underneath the barbed wire, you're coming out shooting the targets. You got your night your night stuff, your night bullets, I forgot what they're called, tracers. You got your tracer rounds where when you fire you see it goes the red little shadow that follows it, and you can see it hit the targets. It is really fun. Unlike it was like mine where it was pouring out and I was muddy from head to toe. But it's fun nonetheless. And then in the end you feel better about yourself. You feel stronger and confident, something that you didn't have before. Then you could take it and make it into a career, just as my brother Wayne has. He has made it into a career. He is Army strong. He is one of the best recruiters I know. He has helped many soldiers out. And the things he does for people and takes his time out, his days to do it. And with the things he put up with some people backing down out of the military, but then others saying, yeah, let's do it. Going back and forth with families. It's a tough job. And the drill instructors have a tough job too because they have to train these people. But if it wasn't for both those sides, there would be no military as strong as it is today. We are the backbone of the world. And that's basically their jobs. So I give a mad shout out to the Williamsboro recruiting station there in New Jersey. Mad respect for y'all. I give mad respect to all the drill instructors out there who take their time out to teach these soldiers and soldiers and future soldiers. I hope that you get something from this video and that you will make the right decision. The military is one of the best decisions a person can make. If you have nothing else to do, you don't know where your life's going, the military is the best option because it will give you everything that you need and everything that you want. I know. So, on that note, God bless. Keep Army strong. Keep the military going. All branches out there, mad respect. And thank you for tuning in. God bless, and we'll be right back.